The patient, post-surgery, showing off his moves. Tonight, the life-saving procedure that helped him get his groove back.
From ABC News, this is ABC World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas, and we begin tonight with the president going after former FBI Director James Comey for leaking those memos. The president taking his social media to slam Comey once again as the case is still being investigated. And now the possible contradiction coming to light with the president's own son. All of this as Washington braces for new testimony on Russia and the Comey firing from Attorney General Jeff Sessions. Plus, former U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara, who the president fired, now saying there's, quote, absolutely evidence to begin a case for obstruction of justice. ABC's Mary Bruce at Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster starts us off.
President Trump tonight back on Twitter and back on the offensive against James Comey. Tweeting, "I believe the James Comey leaks will be far more prevalent than anyone ever thought possible. Totally illegal, very cowardly."
You're your own worst enemy here, Mr. President. Knock it off.
Today, a top Republican imploring the president to cut it out.
You may be the first president in history to go down because you can't stop inappropriately talking about an investigation that if you just were quiet would clear you.
No public events for the president this weekend, but he did pop by a wedding. After Comey's shocking testimony, the president declared complete vindication.
No collusion, no obstruction. He's a leaker.
Comey did confirm the president was not a target of the Russia investigation. But the big question now, will he be investigated for obstruction of justice?
You're a former prosecutor. Is there evidence there to begin a case for obstruction?
I think there's absolutely evidence to begin a case.
Comey says the president urged him to go easy on the investigation into fired National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Comey recalls the president telling him, "I hope you can see your way to letting this go, to letting Flynn go."
I took it as a direction. Right. I mean, this is the president of the United States with me alone saying, "I hope this." I took it as this is what he wants me to do.
But Trump says that never happened.
I didn't say that.
So he lied about that.
Well, I didn't say that. I mean, I will tell you, I didn't say that.
Now Trump's own son is seeming to contradict him, suggesting Trump may have said something like that, but it wasn't in order.
When he tells you to do something,
Yes.
guess what? There's no ambiguity in it. There's no, hey, I'm hoping. You and I are friends. Hey, I hope this happens, but you got to do your job. That's what he told Comey.
The president says he's ready to give his side of the story.
Would you be willing to speak under oath to give your version of those events?
100%.
And the top Democrat in the Senate is eager to hear it.
I'd like to invite the president to testify before the Senate.
One way to know for sure who said what, if those tapes do in fact exist.
Does he have them? Will he release them?
The president said he's going to address the issue of the tapes, whether the tapes exist or not, next week. That's a decision that the president will make.
And Mary Bruce joins us live. Attorney General Jeff Sessions will be in front of Congress next on the hot seat.
Tom, Sessions is set to appear before the Senate Intelligence Committee on Tuesday. Lawmakers are likely to press him on his meetings with the Russian ambassador during the campaign and whether he played any role in Comey's firing even after he recused himself from the Russian investigation. Tom.
Mary Bruce with the president tonight. Mary, thank you. Now to the U.S. drone strike, taking out militants from the terror group Al-Shabaab in Somalia. And we're learning more tonight about that apparent insider attack on U.S. troops in eastern Afghanistan. Here's ABC's Stephanie Ramos.
Tonight, the U.S. striking a terror target, an unmanned drone hitting Al-Shabaab militants in Somalia. The Pentagon estimating 8 militants killed. One of the al-Qaeda-linked group's main training and command posts destroyed. These airstrikes, the first under President Trump's new authority given to carry out offensive actions in the area. This comes just one day after 3 American soldiers were killed in Afghanistan. New details emerging on the insider attack. The Army soldiers on a mission supporting Afghan special forces when an Afghan soldier turned his gun on them, killing 2 instantly, the third succumbing to his injuries. A 4th soldier wounded and medevaced to safety.
The Pentagon is investigating these killings. There have been more than 150 deaths from an insider attack since 2007. Tom.
And the Pentagon still waiting to release those names as well. All right, Stephanie, thanks so much. Next to the intense house explosions under investigation tonight, back in here in the U.S., blowing this two-story home in New Jersey right off its foundation. And it's not the only blast rocking residents this weekend. 50 homes in the danger zone in a similar explosion in Chicago. ABC's Adrian Bankert with the latest.
Tonight, this suburban New Jersey home blown to pieces.
It was louder than thunder. It's something I've never heard before. My whole body, like, and my arm, I even saw it. It's just shaking.
Around 4 a.m., a fireball sending a shockwave rattling nearby homes.
A house explosion confirmed, fully engulfed house fire.
Neighbors rushing to the homeowner before paramedics arrive. Dave Perozzi says the man was thrown from the blast, narrowly escaping.
He was charred. It looked like projectiles hit him in the face. It was bad.
Obviously, what appears to have been a gas leak. And not only that, it was meant a major leak.
Less than an hour later in Chicago, 2 houses explode.
We have a house explosion. We've got 2 people trapped in the house.
The blast so powerful, 50 homes are damaged. A witness capturing the suburb on fire. Flames seen shooting into the air from blocks away.
Windows out everywhere. I went outside and saw flames.
4 people are rescued, 2 sent to the hospital and later released. Crews still investigating in both cities. Fire officials telling us that a gas explosion can happen anytime, even in warmer months, and that igniting a lighter can trigger a blast even if there's just a slight leak. Tom?
Adrian Bankert in front of all that destruction tonight. All right, Adrian, thank you. Now to the near disaster for Oscar winner Jennifer Lawrence. The Hollywood actress cruising in a private jet at 39,000 feet when one of the engines failed. The plane forced to make an emergency landing. Here's ABC's Marcy Gonzalez.
Real-life drama for one of Hollywood's biggest stars.
I volunteer as tribute.
Oscar-winning actress Jennifer Lawrence and one other passenger on board a private plane Saturday afternoon when her rep says one of the engines failed.
Emergency inbound.
The Beechcraft jet traveling from Lawrence's hometown in Louisville, Kentucky, heading to Teterboro Airport in New Jersey, reaching 39,000 feet when the pilot reported the problem. The plane then making an emergency landing in Buffalo.
The emergency vehicles are going to follow.
The publicist for the Hunger Games and Silver Linings Playbook star saying the scare didn't end there, writing in a statement, while in the middle of the unscheduled landing, the other engine failed. Despite the double engine failure, the pilots landed the plane safely.
Dual engine failures are very rare on any airplane, but if in fact both engines did fail in this flight, it would have put Ms. Lawrence in serious danger.
Lawrence, the other passenger, and the 2 crew members on board making it off unhurt. It's still unclear what caused the engine problems. Tonight, the FAA is investigating. Tom?
Marcy, thank you. And the FAA is also examining how this small plane ended up in a church parking lot in Central Florida. That single-engine aircraft plowing right into a parked car outside the Good Hope Missionary Baptist Church. The pilot was the only person reported hurt in that crash, rushed to the hospital by Polk County Fire Rescue, recovering from serious injuries tonight. Next to the case that sounds like a horror movie plot, an eyewitness puts a man behind bars for close to 2 decades, and it's discovered he had a look-alike. It happened to a man in Missouri, and when finally freed him, ABC's Ron Claiborne picks up the story.
This was it, jubilation, as Richard Jones is set free after spending 17 years in prison for a crime he insisted all along he never committed.
I didn't get excited till I walked out of jail. That feeling was surreal, man. Like my granddaughter was there and my daughter.
Jones's nightmare began in 2000 with an aggravated robbery for a purse snatching at a Walmart parking lot in Kansas City, Kansas. Several witnesses picked his photo from this group of 6. The defense presented alibi witnesses, relatives, and his then-girlfriend, who said Jones was at home at the time. But he was convicted.
Law enforcement didn't spend a lot of time trying to solve this crime. Once they had Mr. Jones picked out, that was enough for them.
All of Jones's appeals went nowhere until he contacted the Innocence Project, which discovered another man who had done time in the same jail, Richard Amos, who practically looks like Jones's twin. That's Amos on the left, Jones on the right.
Once I seen a picture of this man, I understood why people were saying what they were saying. Like, it made sense to me.
The similarities in appearance and lack of any hard evidence outside of a witness testimony was enough to get a judge to toss out Jones's case.
I never gave up hope.
Jones told me he's not bitter about all that time he spent in prison because when he saw the resemblance between he and Amos, he understood it was all a terrible mistake and not, Tom, a matter of those witnesses at trial trying to pin on him a crime he didn't commit. Tom?
That resemblance is incredible. All right, Ron, thanks so much. Now to the case getting a lot of attention nationwide. Members of a Penn State fraternity accused of playing a role in the tragic death of a sophomore. At issue at the pretrial hearing gets underway tomorrow, a potentially key piece of surveillance video. Here's ABC's Eva Pilgrim.
For the first time, horrifying security video recorded inside a Penn State frat house the night a pledge died will be played publicly in court. Video prosecutors say shows exactly what happened.
You could see him reaching for a door and he couldn't figure out how to open it. He was trying to escape. He was trying to get out.
19-year-old Tim Piazza died in February after falling headfirst down the stairs of the Beta Theta Pi fraternity house after a party turned into an alleged alcohol-fueled hazing ritual. The fraternity brothers are accused of waiting nearly 12 hours before calling for help.
We have a friend who is unconscious. He hasn't moved. He's probably in an ambulance.
Monday, 18 members of the now banned fraternity are due in court. 8 facing charges of involuntary manslaughter and assault. A judge will decide if there is enough evidence to go to trial. That surveillance video, one of the key factors.
We expect that videotape to be horrible, that it will be the kind of evidence which will make a significant impact.
Defense lawyers saying while this death was a tragedy, the video does not show intent. But prosecutors say the fraternity brothers waited to get help in an attempt to cover up their drinking and coordinate a story.
I want them to look me in the eye and tell me that they did enough. They haven't done enough.
And since Piazza's death, Penn State has added new restrictions for all Greek organizations. Piazza's family says they are determined to make sure those reforms do in fact take place, Tom.
All right, Eva, thank you. And in another trial we're closely watching, Bill Cosby's defense team makes their case tomorrow. They'll try to show the 79-year-old entertainer did not drug and molest a woman at his home in Pennsylvania 13 years ago. They're not shutting the door on the possibility that Bill Cosby may take the stand. Let's turn to weather now, and a heat wave hitting so much of the country. This as powerful storms knock power out for more than 80,000 customers in southern Minnesota. Strong storms and wind gusts of up to 69 miles per hour and heavy rains of nearly 5 inches in the south, doing a number on this street in northern Florida. And take a look at the sinkhole that swallowed a car. The owner's getting out just in time. ABC senior meteorologist Rob Marciano joins us live now from New York Central Park with the weather week ahead. Hey, Rob.
Hi, Tom. It was hot, but humidity levels were pretty low. The heat and humidity is going to increase with this pattern over the next few days. We are looking at cool conditions across parts of the west, showery in California, and storms across the northern part of this thing in through the UP of Michigan. Storms tomorrow are going to be across parts of Rapid City and the Black Hills and eastern Wyoming, and the heat, though, that's the big story. That will continue. 90s widespread again tomorrow in through Chicago. Records today in Caribou, Maine and Burlington, Vermont. So it gets very far north into the 90s again tomorrow, and then heat and humidity even higher, Tom, on Tuesday. Stay cool.
All right, Rob, we'll try. Thanks so much. There's still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Sunday. It's the world's most valuable startup, but is a big change coming to Uber? Plus, with summer nearly here, the hidden danger at the lake. How to keep your children safe from carbon monoxide even while they're outside. And the story behind this wild accident, a car flying into a bus, all of it caught on dash cam.
This is ABC World News Tonight, brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
Isn't this fun, living like the pioneers of olden times? I hate the outside.
Well, I hate it wherever you are. Burn.
Burn. Is that what the kids are saying now? I'm so bored, I'm dead. You can always compare rates on Progressive.com. Oh, that's nice, dear. But could you compare camping trips? Because this one would win.
All I want to do is enjoy nature and peace and quiet.
It's not about winning. It's about helping people find a great rate, even if it's not with Progressive.
Ugh, insurance. When I said peace and quiet, did you hear talk more and disappoint me?
Do-do-do-do. Skiddly-do-do. Camping with the family.
With Advil, you'll ask, what twisted ankle? What muscle strain? Advil makes pain a distant memory. Nothing works faster, stronger, or longer. What? Pain. Advil.
If you use denture paste instead of Seabond seals, your dentures may not hold as strong all day. Only Seabond has gradual release technology, so it holds 75% stronger all day versus the leading paste without the ooze. Seabond, stronger hold,